Paimon finds an ocarina, plays it. Rantaro wanted to kill her for it, but the warm sound warms us out and he spares Paimon. Who knows if Paimon could play the ocarina? I kind of assumed that she's playing that one song on, from the Titanic, except very, very horribly. What is it? My Heart Will Go On? Just very horribly, like it's played on that, like, iconic, recorder. That's how she's playing it, but it's enough to warm Rantaro's heart. People suddenly finding the year of the resolve. Toon Link, Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalcars. Few know me as the man who's gonna start this off by saying, there's a change in schedule. You see, Dirk Madison, prompted, you know, OC Revolution to be on the 20th. I said, yeah, that's probably fine. And then I realized we AVs will be at an engagement dinner on the 20th, and that is out of town, so I refuse to leave Dirk Madison alone in the studio on the 20th, so we're gonna push that back to the 27th. OC Revolution will be the 27th of January, because Dirk can't be trusted alone. That being said, now for real, welcome to the Danganronpa Hunger Games. OC Revolution is the 27th. The last Saturday of the month, which will be, I think, even better because we'll get a fracture. Well, I guess we would have a fracture before then anyway. Look. I said okay to Dirk. This one's on me, not Dirk. This one is on me and all of the AVs, not Dirk. That's on us, not Dirk. We forgot that we didn't, it wasn't on the calendar yet, but then I looked at the invitation and I was like, oh, that's the same day as, oh, it'll be on a different day. And I do want it to still be on a Saturday, so we can do it a little bit earlier. Dirk can do his thing, and for people who can't watch it live, they'll still have time to watch it that Sunday instead of like schools, Monday, etc., etc. Y'all know what it is. That's the future. This is the now. The now is... Let's start this match. It is Tag Team Last Stand. All these teams have one final shot to make it into the finale, and most importantly, we have new champions and new Agents of Chaos because of a first ever Chaos transfer will happen at the very end of the season. But there's a 5% chance that they could really be mad about all this. Let's run through all of our teams this season. We have couples counseling, our new champions. Jotaro, he's a lad. Gamble pays off your new tag team Agents of Chaos with Three's Company, High Flying, Big Gremlin Energy, Mage Against the Machine, Made to Rule, Flower Power, Damnation, Kid Rock, Big Pockets. I'm sorry, Deep Pockets, not Big Pockets. Imagine just oversized pockets. Hamtaro, Where There's Smoke, Virtual Idols, Nail Party, Cut Above the Rest, Snapshot, Magic and Ampersand Science, Fashion Fraud, Turncoats, Boy Sleepover, Just Monica, IT Club, Poor Unfortunate Souls, The Professionals, Perfect Pitch, Anything for Her, Ghost Zone, What I Go to School For, Time and Space, I Hate That Hedgehog, Crystal Clear, So the Story Goes, Stop, Look and Listen, Memory is Key, Small Companions, No, Hello Nurse, Pimp's Mafia. Get Motivated, Tipping the Scales for Our Friends, Sick Wheel, Straight to the Point, Rebel Hearts, Big and Tall, Praising, Aru, More Than Meets the Eye, Live Entrance, Music Theory, Laser Focused, and Royal Family, and... Let's see if that 5% hits right here, right now. Shall we? Shall we? Although, I was like, I just set it down over here. Put something right on top of it. Very funny. That being said, look at all these teams and look at how many of them absolutely suck. If they were great, they would have won a match this season already, but look at all these competitors. Trash should feel like trash, but hey, maybe Trash might be fighting for the tag team titles today. So, here to tag team. I believe it is that time. No, there you go. I keep clicking the... Okay, actually, hold on a second. Let me fix the wheel. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Right now, it's a 95% chance that Chaos reigns and a 5% chance that Order remains. That's on me. but I think that's also really funny. Imagine if I just let it stand. I should've. That would have been my heel turn of the century. That being said, now officially in 3, 2, 1. Just a wee squeegee little 5%. Just a 5%. Let's see if it hits. The wheel, it does spin round and round. Will all of these losers be able to fight for the tag team championships of those winners? Check that out. It's a no. I don't even need to look at it. It was a little closer than I thought, but it's still a no. At the end of the day, losers will lose, and everybody here, well, they're all losers, except for your tag team champions. And I guess gamble pays off. I guess they weren't really losers, but you know what? They are losers. When it comes down to it, at the bottom line, they absolutely suck. Unlike myself, who was great. However, make your picks first, second, third. I'm gonna make mine as well. We're actually going to not go through all the comments this time because look at all these competitors. It's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna make my picks real quick. You make yours in the comments, and should still ask a question. What's your favorite type of hat? There's a lot of different types of hats. What? Cowboy hat? Pimp's hat? Turban, fez, fedora, Panama hat, there was also this, okay, so now, like, this is a really deep cut that I don't expect anybody in the entire world to know. Like, I don't expect anybody who will watch this video to know what this deep cut is. There was a song, and as we do this, I'm gonna, like, prepare to, like, roll everything as well. And I should probably make one announcement for Inferno. There was a song from Blue's Clues that was called Silly Hat. And it was like, I've got a silly hat. It's just, you know, I don't know why. It just came into my mind at random. And it was like a deep-seated memory. I, like, unlocked a core memory just now. And I don't know how that happened. And I'm kind of like, my brain is freaking out. The synapses are going, wow, pow, 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 like fireworks. Yeah, that was a song. But during that song, I went like turban, something, Panama tiara, turban, fez sombrero. It didn't start with turban. What did it start? No, I don't remember. Don't look it up. I mean, you can look it up. It was kind of a banger. It was kind of a jazzy track. I think that's why it's still deep in my mind, because it was a secret childhood banger. What's your favorite type of hat? I like fedora. Let's roll. Better yet, let me make one little announcement here. 2 things, in fact. I don't like one of them, but we'll see. We got 2 matches, count them, 2 matches to announce for Friday Night Inferno right here, right now. The first of which is not, neither are high stakes, but one of them is a little, I don't know. It is the one and the only new tables champion, Miss Maki. She said, I'm ready to show the world, I'll do whatever it takes, I'll beat 2 people just like I beat them at AV Mania. And I said, alright, I'm sorry, not AV Mania, the fight before Christmas. I said, alright, go for it. Do it again. This time, she's gonna fight the newly dominant Hu Tao and a mysterious 3rd competitor. Who will that 3rd competitor be? I don't know. Wednesday is cooking something, apparently. However, while Wednesday knows what that competitor is, there is a competitor he doesn't know in this next match. For you see. Official, and I'm not just gonna say official, many people are visibly upset that Mona is still missing. Apparently Nice has not released her. And so Official, who just for the first time came out at the Rumble, said, my friend is gone and my friend was doing these Nice shenanigans. I wanna fight, and I wanna fight Samugi. And so, it will be Official and a partner of her choosing versus Samugi and a partner of her choosing. She just wants to get her hands on a member of Nai's. And who will be her partner is the real question. That you'll find out tomorrow. From Friday. I'm gonna let him reveal that. I'll let him reveal that tomorrow. Who Samugi picks, I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't want to. I mean, who knows? Those are a couple matches that'll come up this Friday on Friday Night Inferno. But that's Inferno. This is now. And this once again is gonna be a long episode. So we're gonna hop right into it. We're gonna roll. Pablo! You're taking a break from training? I don't want to like spin you around too hard, you and your poor bandage. Is it ever? It's probably healed by now. Did dice really heal? Whatever. I digress. Are you excited? Yeah, I bet you are. Hey, you and Hank, y'all are gonna have a good sportsmanship match, and I am so excited for the both of you. The whole world's excited for you. They've labeled it the goodest bean match of all time, the most wholesome match of all time. So y'all get in there, and y'all show the people what wrestling's all about. How many times let me not drop you before your match. I'm sorry. Let's roll one more time. First roll of the new year. Almost dropped it. Hey. Pablo, number 3. I'm not even going to sit you down right there. I'm going to put you right over here away from the action. We're resimulating 3 times. How many times is that? Not just 1 or 2 times, but I believe it was, you said 3, right, Pablo? You sure did. 3 times. We don't go. We're about to schmoove. And let's schmoove we shall, as the tribute stand on the podiums, the horns they doth sound. So horn bearers, get out here. We got a show to get on the road. Come on, you guys, come on. Get, come on, yep, there you go. Excellent, most excellent, get. I appreciate you, but you're taking too long, especially for a heel like me. Yunjin stabs Nahida with a tree branch. I do the same thing. Y'all ever had an onion on a stick? Roasted up real nice. Got him. Monica, Kyoko, and Monica assist each other and get the best of weapons. Queen enters the game feeling a little under the weather. Monofony and Peko take care of her this game. Izuru rides in the arena on a unicorn. Who would have thunk? Eggman and Masu make a secret pact to work together. Mika receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Yuma gathers as many weapons as humanly possible. Hook throws a killer beehive at Daisaku, but it bursts open and they fly after Hook and sting her to death. Fair. Don't mess with killer bees, dummy. Yeah. Nagito takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Now, receives a model cornucopia that she found inside of the cornucopia. Angie brought a tray of freshly baked cookies. It's delicious. It's fantastic. Noir doesn't get any though. Ruka finds a teleporter, teleports to the Friday simulator. Ruka wanders off and she's never to be seen again. She gets lost. Mizuki XL runs away from the cornucopia. So does Monica, Kizzy, and Tinko. But Yelan grabs a honey glazed ham. Did you find that when you were trapped in the castle? Monosuke runs away from the cornucopia. Kana was forced to come out of the deepest pits of the underworld for this, and she is not happy. Style grabs a honey glazed ham. Did you find that in your tag team paradise, apparently? Paimon finds an ocarina, plays it. Rantaro wanted to kill her for it, but the warm sound warms us out and he spares Paimon. Who knows if Paimon could play the ocarina? I kind of assume that she's playing that one song on, from the Titanic, except very, very horribly. What is it? My Heart Will Go On? Just very horribly, like it's played on that, like, iconic, recorder. That's how she's playing it, but it's enough to warm Rantaro's heart. Hina finds a turtle, brings along for the game. Monodam runs away from the cornucopia. Tiki and Ryoma are resurrected by the Lich King to kill other tributes this game. Camilla, she finds a kazoo in the cornucopia. Tries to play it tremendously. Well, she fails tremendously. But we still love her for it. Daisaku brought a tray of freshly baked cookies. Safumi doesn't get any. Backed by unpopular demand, Togami. Fubuki finds a teleporter, teleports her right behind me, but then she rewinds time and tries again and actually gets teleported to somewhere else in the arena. Backed by popular demand, Xingqiu. But that haircut is not backed by popular demand. Kamaru grabs a backpack and retreats. Miku grabs a chainsaw. Aiba runs away from the cornucopia. So does Klee and Kole and Anna. Seiko argues with Monokuma. Ranmaru and Gozu fight for a bag. Gozu gives up and retreats. A stray bolt of lightning causes An and Dedu to switch bodies. I think they would both be very freaked out about it. Katoka rather gets down on one knee, proposes to Zhongli. Zhongli laughs at Katoka, continues to do so as he leaves her there. That seems out of character for Zhongli, but it does give me funny vibes. Mishima takes a handful of throwing knives. Mukuro runs away from the cornucopia, as does Rantaro and Kawakami. Sophie finds a huge rocket launcher. Barbara and Fischl fall in love at first sight despite the circumstances. Leon and Kizakura fight for a bag. Leon gives up and retreats. Corey is sick and tired of playing nice, and Corey is in the house, and Corey is turning mighty heel, isn't he? There's a lot of heels this season. Corey. He's in the house and he's heel. Tragic. Let me see. Trio feels a little under the weather. Gin and Nekomaru offer to take care of him. This is such a wholesome trio, I'm not gonna lie. Amber runs away. Monokuma gets carried away and challenges Monokuma. In response, Monokuma rips him in half. Yoimiya sets off some fireworks, killing Junko. Nightwing scares Sarah away from the cornucopia. Shiki runs away from the cornucopia, as does Rhyme. Usami decides to let an AV hand and kills a Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. Yuta finds some AV-shaped popsicles. The doctor kills Hajime for his supplies. Himiko runs away from the cornucopia. Fun fact, I don't like alligators. Decides to head back to the cornucopia, but the cornucopia is nowhere to be found. Hiroko and Halara fight for a bag. Halara gives up and retreats. Juzo runs away from the cornucopia. Big Junko decides to head back to the cornucopia, but the cornucopia is not there. Mitrai for Fiorina. Samugi and Jack share everything they gathered before running. Chisar sees a vision of her dying brutally at the hands of Shinyon, and Layden sees them approaching and uses his foresight to avoid dying. Natsumi grabs a shield landing on the cornucopia. Yosuke is the elusive option 11. Backed by popular demand, Sayaka. Popular with who? Not with y'all, right? Right? Joker comes to the arena to capture Futaba, a dangerous killer that escaped from an insane asylum. Joker, are you okay? Or I guess Futaba, is there something we don't know about you? Okay. Reiko runs off. Nagisa takes a sickle from inside of the cornucopia. Ibuki finds a model cornucopia inside of the cornucopia. Sakura takes a shekel from inside of the cornucopia. Hiro runs away from the cornucopia. Celeste runs away as well. Kazuha acts antisocial. Amami convinces Alice. Munakata welds Vivia and Crazy Oko extra large to boycott the killing game. Haizo comes here to capture Rendo, a dangerous killer that escaped from an insane asylum. Mondo is a superhero while Mitsuru is a supervillain. They've been arch nemesis since the year of the Aviator. Toko finds a canteen full of water. March runs away from the cornucopia. Kanan enters the arena via skydiving. Ends up crash landing and perishes. Went out with a bang. Well, I guess just a splat. Kazuichi runs away as Kotoko finds a pair of size. Kaito finds his teleporter, teleports him right behind Avi, but he's not there because he is still a loser in my eyes. Always and forever. Joe runs away from the cornucopia. Natasha runs away as well. Mikon receives a vision of her dying brutally at the hands of Tengen and So uses his foresight to avoid dying. Gundam runs away from the cornucopia. Maya finds a book titled Kamai, a beginner's guide. Maya is both amazed and horrified at the level of detail, which admittedly makes sense because the girl can bake. Shoma plays all the horn-bearer instruments at once. It's so beautiful that the horn-bearers are subdued. Let Shoma play for the rest of the game. Kokoto acts antisocial, refuses to introduce herself. Boss approaches Ayato, Wanderer, and Shuichi and tells them that she'll be killing them all this game. So she's even heel here. I love it. I like it. Yeah. Sonya arrives to the arena. Her memory is completely wiped. The whole thing she can remember is her name. Ophelia and Togami are also resurrected by the Lich King. Mew runs away from the cornucopia. Kibo smashes Sato across the face with a brick. She shrugs off the blow. Fuiko runs away from the cornucopia. So does Kitaro and Mahiru and Crazy Oko and Pandreo. Akechi finds a torn photo of Chiaki with the word friendo. She's a friendo scribbled on the back. And Haiji finds a talking Komodo dragon inside the cornucopia. The reptile says he's Monotaro. Asmir's placed a curse on him. Haiji has to kiss him to bring him back. Haiji obliges, kissing Monotaro, turning him back to normal. And that was just the bloodbath. And that was just me getting some more water. I hope y'all got your snacks, because it's going to be a... You know what I have? So there's these, I'm not going to eat one right now, because I'll be like schmucking on it for like the whole day. I got these, because, you know, discount Christmas candy. I got these toasty vanilla M&Ms. They're like white chocolate with like vanilla. But also like a hint of like toasty something. I don't know what it is that makes it all toasty, but I can taste it. They're not bad. There's M&Ms that come out during Valentine's Day. They're like strawberry milkshake that are S tier. They're my favorite M&Ms of all time. And the second that that those like go on holidays, like post Valentine's Day sale, the 15th, whatever day the 15th is, if it's a day that's like programming supposed to be there and it's live, I'm gonna be late. Hero and Yunjin because of the mistletoe. And you can bet on that. Mondo, Sato, Kizakura, and Miu hunt for their tributes. Let Monokid cook. He did cook during the Dong Olympics. His whole team cooked. Eggman does Eggman things. Kazuha strangles Sonya with a rope. Mitsurai reminds you, yes, you, dear viewer, to stay hydrated. Ryoma, Boss, and Seiko perform a glorious air combo on Sakura. Boss probably led the charge on that because she's a real heel, and we appreciate that. Tiki spends a whole day walking around in shoes made of Legos. She's transcended beyond humanity, yes. Toko dies from hunger in the Hunger Games. Xingqiu drinks cactus juice. Nekomaru turns the Statue of Liberty into freaking Sayaka. We're going to fight. Yoimiya is sick and tired of playing nice and also turns heel. Alright, Yoi. You just turned face, so you've actually gone from face to heel. Tragic. For a moment, Kokoto thought she saw Junko and Omama. Obviously, she was just seeing things. Mizuki XL joins the Balloon Protection Squad. Shiki wonders if she has Nagito has Nagito insurance. Nagito down there is berated by Togami for hours, not agos. Eggo waffles, hate those. No waffles in this house. Nagito thinks he and Togami grew closer that day. Aito rests in a fruit tree. Miko is alive. Amber, Hifumi, and Kotoka join the Adventurers Guild. Amber is the righteous knight of Favonius. Hifumi is the wizened wizard, and Kotoka is a janitor. She probably loves her job. Gin teaches on some fighting moves. That seems backwards. She's drinks cactus juice, starts to hallucinate. Panjero stabs Hazel with a sword, revives and repeats the process until the wish ring burns their hand. Hazel runs off. Leon is the best there is, the best there was and ever will be. Debatable, but he did take out Sayaka, so I'll give him his props. Yelan goes on a serial balloon popping spree. Joker and Azura talk about their lives. Vivia teaches Halara some fighting moves. Little does Halara know that Vivia is teaching them wrong. As a joke, Halara uses these moves to kill Vivia. He did want to do that someday. Fubuki finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. I believe that. Ibuki is making Monica angry. Monica, no, you don't, please don't get angry, Monica. Ibuki, you're not gonna like that. Ibuki, run. Alice. His unknown sponsor is the head of the third dimension. Pillars of lava shoot out of the ground as Ophelia and Masaru duels his elf. Masaru accidentally slips and falls to the ground as a pillar of lava erupts underneath him. Kazuichi, Rantaro. This is a majority game. We'll play the music. We probably won't do the zoom in. But Kazuichi, Rantaro, Kyutaro, Akechi, Sarah, and Monofini are all forced to play the majority game. Rantaro received the most votes and was executed alongside Monofini, who was the sacrifice. Bum 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 bum. And Nagisa sigh, lently snap sigh, Yaka's neck and I say, that's absolutely glorious. That's why he's my employee of the month, but we can't dilly-and-dally. Layden hunts for other tributes. Saro has balloons, so comes by and pops them. Gundam sees a completely pale Mukuro, revives her with CPR, doesn't stop when she regains consciousness. Mai is attacked by a band of Komodo dragons and dies from her injuries. Why are there Komodos here in the first place? Yeah. Destroy them. Himiko, Kaito, Welt, get into a scrum debate with Corey, Noir, and I can't believe they killed Mai. I'm really gonna beef with the Komodo dragons, like for real. Me versus Komodo dragons. Book it, wins David. Who's getting a rerun first? Crazy Oko, Ranmaru, Desahiko, track down and chill with Chihiro, March. Okay, well, I guess we'll play the music. March, Anna, Monica, Yosuke, Queen, and Klee. Play the majority game. Anna received the most votes. Lady Anna is out of here, and Klee was the sacrifice. The poor being. But we gotta proceed. Fatagami forces Angie to kill Akane. No, Kaede, not Akane. Akane's not even in this game. Or Usami. She decides to kill Usami. Shinyan hunts for their tributes. No, ow, now. And Juso awkwardly gets underneath the mistletoe. Aiba, her unknown sponsor is Asner of the 39th dimension. For a moment, Big Junko thought she saw Junko and Omama. Obviously, she was just seeing things, right? Of course. Yuma glares at Dedu, says, do you want to die? Dedu runs away. Tengen trips on a comically placed banana peel, falls flat on his bottom. Celeste throws Haiji at Kole. She's strong. Haiji's not small. Kawakami can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. Nagisa beat you to it. Kana makes a deal with Nightwing. What kind of deal? What kind of green-haired deal do y'all have going on? Yuta gets his hand stuck in a can of Pringles. Sophie confesses how much she's coming to Mishima. Mishima says the feeling's mutual. Monodam kills Futaba for her to supplies while Joker can't catch her now. Mitsuru sees Jack holding a meeting with Monica, Monotaro, and Rhyme. Mikan sees a completely pale Kibo, revives him with CPR, doesn't stop kissing Kibo. I don't think CPR is gonna help Kibo. Unless CPR stands for Computer Program Reboot, I don't think it's gonna help him. Official raises Natasha's hopes and dashes him quite expertly. Hiroko tells Daisaku he's not a clown but the entire circus. Shoma wakes up, has pancakes, earns entry into the World Pancake Championship match. Shoma, I mean, sure. You haven't shown a whole lot of promise, but maybe this is your turnaround. Maybe this is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Tenko wonders what events are canon to the Danganronpa Hunger Games lore. Togami Chiaki make a list for Sumugi to complete. Barbara sees a doctor holding a meeting with Crazy Oko, Extra Large, Rindo, and Hina. Natsumi smacks his ace out of Pekko's mouth. Maya glares at Gozu and says, "Do you want to die?" Gozu runs away. Paimon starts writing a novel. Will she ever finish it? If she does, I will buy it. Amame, Munakata, and Mahiru holds an intervention for my pancake addiction. Really? Pancake champion doing this. You're all doomed. You're all dead. In fact, at the snap of my fingers, half of these tributes will perish, and by half I mean just those three. Komaru sees smoke rising in the distance. Kizzy Bay Reiko glares at Furina and says, "Do you want to die?" Furina runs away. Fuiko reaches his hands towards the screen. The watchers and safe run. Zhongli plays patty cake with the Wanderer. Kyoko reminisces about season 3. Shuichi joins the Mystical Warriors. Mika and Joe look for more people to become friends with. Camilla reminisces about season 4. And Monosuke is so excited about his super open to take over the arena, he wrote a song about it. And that song goes like this. 22 gone, a whole massive tributes remain after this. Claire de Lune, played on the piano by Monosuke. Nahida, Hook, Ruruka, Monokuma, Junko, Hajime, Kanon, Sonia, Toko, Vivia, Masaru, Rantaro, Monofune, Sayaka, Mai, Anna, Klee, Usami, Futaba, Amame, Munakata, Mahiru. We're gonna peek at everybody's statuses real quick. Clearly we're not gonna spend too much time on this page, but we're gonna do this and say 126 people left, huh? Yeah, we'll slow scroll it. All the champs and all of the Agents of Chaos are still in. Not that it matters, it's not a championship episode, but they are the two teams who can earn you guys a fan vote, an extra fan vote. So far you got one. Will you somehow, someway earn another? Well, we gon' see real soon, shall we? And shall we shall. Night 1 begins, and Mew, at least you thought it was. It wasn't. It was me, Dio! My trust is sing yourself to sleep. Leon battles Corey in an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Leon loses and has a sad feeling in his chest. Natasha grabs a kitchen knife. I hope it's just for self-defense. Kibo's about to die, but Shuichi says it doesn't count. Kole accuses Avi of not being the real Avi. I'm the real Oracle, Kole. What you see is what you get, and what you get is the best heal this side of the Mississippi. Walt bludgeons Mika to death with, is that Justice Hammer 1? We haven't seen that thing in ages. Q-Tower's unknown sponsor is Pandreo. Hiroko says to Paimon and Zhongli, after going out, my planet needs me, then flies off. Hiroko dies on the way back to her home planet. Also an event we haven't seen in a minute, but we know is still in there. Mitsuru is about to die, but Fatsugami says it doesn't count. Miku, Shiki, and Nightwing play a game of strip poker. One thing leads to another, and they both end up burying Shiki's body in the courtyard. No one say a word. Kizakura, Chiza, and Tengen comment on what they not find nice about another to improve the mood. It's real nice. Seiko disowns Natsumi for being a disgrace to the family. Mishima and Kawakami take some picture of the Aurora Borealis before going to sleep for the night. Nagisa gets a hold of my soundboard, and before he uses it, just gets confiscated and disqualified by me. Look, Nagisa, you killed Sayaka, it was beautiful, but you can't just go stealing my soundboard, even if you're my employee of the month. It's a new month, it might not be you this month, my guy. That's all I can say. Rindo fears Yuta, in fact she fears all the Asahinas. Monica finds an etch-a-sketch shows Ayato the portrait made for him. Ayato loves it and kisses Monica on the forehead. I think Monica needed that. Monica tracks down and kills Hiro. I think Monica needed that. Jack stood in the ashes of a trillion dead souls and asked the ghost if honor matters. The silence was their answer. Sato submits an application to ruin the squad. Rhyme snatches it, rips it out of her hands. And then rips it up. Now, finds an sketch and makes the portrait of Azuru. Azuru loves it and kisses now on the head. He's learning, you guys. he's learning to love. Too bad now it's taken. Mondo and Wanderer hold hands. Kokoto fires a truth bullet at Nekomaru to expose his lies. Nako sets up a rival store for Avi's wares and despairs. I'm going to destroy you. Yosuke unknowingly eats toxic berries. Fuiko tries to panics and tries to cure Yosuke, but actually fails. That's a dead man. Reiko, Crazy Oko Extra Large, Gundam, scrum derby with Yuma, Kaede, and Monokid over which victim had the saddest death. And I think we should look at this a little bit more objectively. It's not just Danganronpa this one's talking about, because we have a mix between, especially in this event, Danganronpa Your Turn to Die and Rain Code. So then think about it that way and say, which victim from the collaboration of those games do you think that had the saddest death? Hina wants to pretend that airplanes on the night sky are like shooting stars. She can release a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Komaru tries to stay up all night to cast the mastermind but falls asleep. Kyoko gets distracted. Kazuha attempts to find the lore on Slugma-Face, all of it. Chiaki's gonna need a lot of therapy after this Hunger Games. Camilla rejects your reality, substitutes her own, consequently she ends up dead. Monosuke receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Barbara tried to set up a trap, unfortunately she ends up trapping herself. Crazy Yoko attempts to sneak into the back rooms of Yoko's, but gets seen by Chihiro, an employee of the store. Doctor, Joker, Juzo, Layton. Long ago, the four tributes lived in harmony. Then everything changed when the Layton attacked, and they all died. Tinko has a dream of Daisaku winning. Is this a premonition? Someone called him a clown earlier, too. Was it Tinko? The dude. Unknowingly eats toxic berries. Ophelia panics and tries to cure Dedu and actually succeeds. Learn from that, Fuihiko. Heidi's trap kills Big Junko. What kind of trap was it? I like to imagine it was just one of those bear traps, and it like went over her pinky toe because she's big, and she just stumbles over, falls on like a bunch of trees, and one of the trees just like, I don't know, murders her or something. Trees are dangerous, we know that. It's the Hunger Games, Mikan. Finds a care package, unable to open it. Kazuichi tries to sing himself to sleep. Shincho sets a few more traps. Mitrai gets a hold of my soundboard, plays a secret achievement music. It's all you. Celeste acts cute. Himiko gets killed and replaced by a realistic doll made in her image. Andy's also gonna need a lot of therapy. Sarah tends to Kana's wounds. Based. March dyes her hair red. I mean, it's light red technically. bright red with some white in it. It's pink. Red. I don't know if it would be a bad look, admittedly. I don't think it would be a bad look. Gin finds a strange notebook on the ground. He writes Ryoma's name inside. Ryoma dies of a heart attack. Togami dyes his hair black, which once again, I don't think is a bad look. Alice asks Farina to murder Ibuki, which she declines. Still finds a little bikini is quite revealing. This awakens something inside of Shinyan. Mizuki XL goes to the love hotel with Shoma, Amber, Halara, Fischl, and Samugi. She doesn't survive, but man does she die happy. Jotaro kills Yeon for her supplies. Ooh, that's gotta sting. New champion killing the old champions that they just won the titles off of, and they became the Agents of Chaos. Hifumi eats a turducken, hopefully can walk it off during the game. After losing repeatedly to boss and chess, Tiki tosses the boss into the campfire. Skipped. And speaking of campfire, I'm sure she just dragoned up and just set her on fire. Ranmaru grabs a dumbbell, starts working out. Yoimiya adopts Iba as her child. Gozu gets a hold of my soundboard and instead plays Dire Dots. A lot of musical changings. Noir uses the spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena date to October, and asks Peko to murder Kotoka. Peko declines. Queen turned out to be a clone of Kizzy, was the original queen all along. Kizzy is a queen, you're dang right. Desuka gets infected by the despair disease, starts clinging to Kaito. Fubuki gets a hold of my soundboard and then plays Samurai Woman instead, which, you know what? It's gonna be a minute till we hear it, so I'm gonna allow it. Unable to get fire going, Yunjin, Eggman, and Akechi are forced to huddle together for one. What an odd trio. Kotoko finds out a sketch shows Hazel the portrait made for Sakura. Kotoko was cheating on Hazel with Sakura all along. The ghostly howls of wolves wake up Sophie, and Monica, Monodam, and Joe enter a scrum with Yuta, Monotaro, and Mukuro. This turns heated and Monodam murders everyone on the other side. Monodam, oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. He's a fiend, he's a monster. And day 2 begins with me forcing Kotoko to work at Avi's Wares and Despairs. Don't worry, you'll cash a check from it. Seiko and Chiaki think, hey, let's get some free food. Sophie remembers about season 1. Nightwing wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance. Barbara acknowledges Fischl. Didn't they like find love despite the circumstances? Good on them. Fischl's apparently moving on to another Hydro character. I have a new friend now. Perhaps even a lover. So Natsumi, Kole, Chisa, and Gozu look for other people to kill. Shuichi cleans his kitchen with a new kitchen gun. Aiba plays chess with death. She loses the game and loses her life. Pekko's trap kills Paimon. Rest in peace, but we still toss our ones up and acknowledge you. Rindo, Anne, and Mishima make homemade weapons. Sakura and Mikon enter a brutal showdown. Kizzy hangs on missiles in the arena. Sarah makes a slingshot. Dedu, baby. It's all about the boom. Kyoko doesn't believe in palindromes. Corey wonders what events are canon to the Danganronpa Hunger Games lore. Togami plays chess with death and wins. Take notes, Aiba. Mondo, Shoma, and Nakamura hunt for their tributes. Desihiko, Monosuke, and Furina hold an intervention for me. Don't know what that is, and give me a whole bunch of pancakes instead. Probably due to that was probably Furina was like, I'll just give him some pancakes, see what happens. And you know what? I acknowledge that, Furina. I acknowledge that, Desihiko. And I acknowledge that, Monosuke. Monosuke. There we go. Win those titles. Haiji, Queen, and Hina hold an intervention from my pancake addiction. I show up, but you know, I don't pay attention to what any of them say because I'm too busy eating all the pancakes that the other three got me. And you know what? I'm gonna share some with Xingqiao. 3 pancake events in a row. I love it. Now punches Azuru off a cliff, screaming "Punch Club forever" to the heavens. Azuru just kissed you on the forehead now. Y'all were vibing, and then you punch him off of a... Oh man, there's a lot of continuity that's going on in here that's a little strange. Monodam reminisces about Season 1. Hifumi traps himself and bleeds out. Eggman pops a balloon just because he can. He is hunted down and murdered by the Balloon Protection Squad. March is pricked while thorns while picking berries. Hilarious freeze ray stops time. It isn't an ice beam rod that lets to Kazuichi for her taste Gundam. Confides in Monica. Monica takes notes you can exploit him later. Sato, Yoimiya, Tenko band off a pack of starving wolves. Miku investigates the school grounds looking for clues. Tsumugi, are you already heal? I thought you were already heal. You are heal. But I feel like doubling down heal in this situation, in this makes you a monster heal. I didn't think it would happen, but here we are. Fubuki signs a petition to change American Yeet Ball to soccer. Kawakami tries to become a beekeeper, but the bees aren't happy. Chihiro asks Kizukura if he likes boats, leading to Kizukura going on a tirade about how much he loves boats. Chihiro dies from boredom. Wanderer sees Mew holding a meeting with Daisaku, Monica, and Tiki. Renmaru kills Leon with a hatchet. Amber and Kaede awkwardly kiss under the mistletoe. Hazel falls in a pit and dies. We're losing a lot of people this round. This is weeding them out. Jack beats Katoka with a ladder. Mitsu exclaims not the Naegis for no reason in particular. Himiko works for Avies, wears and despairs, gets sick and tired of people defecting to Yoko's. Burns it down, Maya works there, bought insurance, Himiko screams in agony. Reiko decides to lend Avi a hand and kills a Komodo dragon. Thank you, Reiko. We acknowledge you. Noir, Yunjin, and Komaru and Volt play cards. Mitarai collects fruit from a tree. Akechi chases Layden around with a mace. It's Kana's birthday. Happy birthday, Kana. I love the bucket on your head. Happy birthday. Ibuki feels like there's a duck watching her. Monica tries to become a beekeeper, but the bees aren't happy. Celeste does a sick kickflip. Sick! Angie makes a deal with Rhyme. Crazy Oko doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. Alice makes a deal with Kaito. Crazy Oko Shalar sneak attacks Nagito, but Nagito catches on and runs away. Let Pandreo cook. Please do. Monica stabs Kyutaro in the back with a trident. I don't remember if he's actually good at cooking. I believe in him. Joshua gets drenched in honey sticky. The rating pistol rates Shinyan 13 points. We haven't seen Shinyan in a minute, I feel like, on any of the banners. Gin uses their special attack on Fatogami, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction, and Knuckles. There's nothing left of Fatogami. Jotaro says they do anything for Ophelia. Ophelia says, perish. And for some reason, I think that fits her vibe. Kibo throws some sand in the eyes of Ayato, causing him to go blind for the rest of the game. Joe. Reminisce about the year of the Ascent. We have to add reminisce about the year of the Radiance as well. Yuma and Kazuha argue over who gets to light the red Chaos Emerald. Kokoto places a bomb next to a river to explode some fish. Fuyuko wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Tengen investigates the ground looking for clues. And Zhongli finds a Yeet Ball. We lost 31. I was going to say, that's a good chunk. We're below 100, which is honestly not what I expected today. But we do indeed get a Claire de Lune 4. Mika, Hiroko, Shiki, Nagisa, Hiro, Yosuke, Camilla, The Doctor, Joker, Juzo, Big Junko, Ryoma, Mizuki XL, Yelan, Boss, Yuta, Monotaro, Mukuro, Aiba, Paimon, Azuru, not Hifumi, Eggman, Kawakami, not Kawamami, gosh darn it, Chihiro, Leon, Hazel, Monokid, Kyutaro, Vatogami, and Jotaro. Kawakami, not Kawamami. We can't make these mistakes. Hey, we have a ton of people left still. 95. I did say below 100, and that is true. That is true. But once again, one arena event could just slice this cast in half, or in more than half. It depends on what arena event we get, so we're gonna see if we get one. I don't know, but we might just have a little chill out, like 20 every time round. How many days do you think it's gonna last? Let's slow scroll through all of this. A couple teams still completely in. But there's like 95 people left, so I expect a couple teams to be completely in. Once we get to like 50, we'll like think about seeing everybody who's here, but for right now, you know what we gotta do. Oh, the royal family's out. They suffered this season. I feel like they had one decent episode, but maybe they weren't royals after all. We'll proceed to see. Night 2 beginning with, I remarked that I haven't seen Komodo dragons in a hot second, but we did. I did see them, but, and they kill Seiko. Of course they did. Of course they did. Gozu walks to a portal, turns it on, his molecules got all rearranged, he gets ghost powers, Nagito's bleeding out. Thankfully, he receives fresh blood from an unknown sponsor. Natasha, Monica, and Yunjin cheerfully sing songs together. Fubuki unleashes her ultimate move and devastates Kibo, Wanderer, and Akechi. Fubuki, what's your ultimate move? What did you do? I thought you just did time things. Monica enjoys mozzarella sticks with Nekamaru. Mew misses their planned meeting with Reiko, has a sad feeling in her chest. Ayato feels himself developing a crush for Kaede. Kole feels herself developing a crush for Alice. Kizzy challenges Avi in Battleship. Avi sinks Kizzy's Battleship. Can't see my Battleship skills, Kizzy. Shuichi experiences the effects of Wednesday be breaking the space-time continuum. Those effects are death. Kana receives Milk Splash from an unknown sponsor. Monodam fiercely shakes up a can of soda, pops a tab, blasting Noir in the face with a stream of soda. March and Himiko stare at each other, through the crackling flames of their campfire, the thought of murder on their minds. Yoimiya, Joe, and Rhyme get into a fight. Rhyme triumphantly kills both Yoimiya and Joe. Took out two. I guess one former member of Nyes and one current member of Nyes. Celeste receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Barbara receives food from an unknown sponsor. Official reminisces about the year of the Aviator. Crazy Yoko, Extra Large, Shinyan, Kazuha, and Kazuichi all find a big old reg button. Crazy Yoko, crazy as she is, presses that button. You doomed us all. They say nothing happens though. Crazy Yoko's disappointed, but everyone else is like, thank goodness. Chiaki berates Kaito for not protecting her better. Maki grabs Hina by the throat. Halara catches Furina with a giant box of comically based banana peels. The dude finds a big red button, decides to leave it be. See him? Learn, Crazy Yoko. Don't push the button. Yuma and Queen have a pose off. Queen wins. Fair. Sarah and Chisa exercise under the stars. They invite Ranmaru, who promptly murders them both without witnesses. Ranmaru taking out Sarah. Okay, Ophelia lets Jack and Ibuki into her shelter to protect them from the mysterious stranger that has been hunting them throughout the night. Little do they know Ophelia is that mysterious stranger, and she dismembers them both late into the night. Ophelia's kind of having a bit of a heel run here. Sophie is bitten by a black mamba, but Kizakura has some anti-venom and is able to save Sophie's life. Natsumi stands over the dead body of Daisaku that she just saw and says, I have nothing to do with that corpse. Fuyiko dyes his hair orange. I think Fuyiko as a ginger might be really effective. Hear me out. I think he would just get like really good angry ginger vibes. You know? Amber accidentally burns down Avi's. Avi's lets it slide because of an accident under the cover of darkness. Kotoka spies on Cory. Kokoto tries a truth bullet at Tengen and exposes his lies. Miko receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Kotoko acts cute. Oh. Monica strangles Layden after engaging in a fistfight. Avi thinks that Togami is from Pokemon Sword and Shield. He is! He's one of those rich trainers on like Route 9, 1017, 11T604. Rendo's obnoxious snoring renders Crazy Yoko and Kyoko unable to sleep. Samugi and Gin want cool nicknames similar to Ophelia Dusk and Odin Dark. Gin might get one. After the rumble that we saw, Shoma finds a dark Dave and befriends it. Sakura fires a truth bullet rather. Tiki, a lot of truth bullets being fired, but they're only exposing lies. Nightwing finds a virus in the simulator, is killed by it. Mitsurai has no more motivation. Well, ambushes Komaru, kills her. Mikan finds an etch-a-sketch, shows the portrait she made for Angie. Mikan was cheating on Mitsuru with Angie all along. Mondo now and get to discriminate with Haiji. Pandreo and Maya over who the strongest character in Danganronpa is. Peko and Zhongli get onto a balcony and watch the stars together. Monosuke is sick and tired of playing nice. Monosuke also turns heel. Okay. Sure, we'll add him to this list. It'll be useful, I suppose. Gundam strangles Deshiko with a rope. Mishima and Shinto, the rest of his event is not welcome in a school environment. Tinko starts producing mistletoe in her factory. Is this a threat? Mass producing it? No, don't do it. Sato looks at the nighttime sky. Could she use a wish right now? Kazuha is trying to overthrow AV, fails miserably and is murdered by a frantic AV as a result. I'm going to stab Kazuha, and I'll laugh. Ha ha ha. That's my stabbing Kazuha song. I've never sung it before, and I'll probably never sing it again. If it happens again, I'll have 2 nickels. Yunjin's unknown sponsors, Raid Shadow Legends. Kizzy becomes spherical. Nightwing decides to let AV hand kills Komodo Dragon. There's a lot of Komodo Dragon killing as well. You know, love to see that. Barbara sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. Monica's working on an ad that'll appear in the next Danganronpa Hunger Games. It would seem that Himiko and Pandreo have come to a standstill in Tarzan's forest. Amber gets a fruit bat, joins her side. Kizakura plants flowers around his campsite. Mitsuru asks Ophelia if she likes boats. Ophelia says no. The dude, Tiki and Miku, not Mikan, discuss the killing life so far. Ayato fires his water gun, which he doesn't really need because he's got the sleeves of water. Mew gets wet. Angie, don't take that out of context. Angie, Nagito, Zhongli, and Mishima make up the Alpha Team. Angie's the confident yet dorky leader. The quirky leader. That almost sounds like quirky. Nagito is the explosives expert. Don't, please, why do we keep giving Nagito explosives? No, we're done there. Furina is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. Kana invades Mark's privacy and listens to her sing in the shower. Sato, Hina, and Mikan argue over what ingredients to buy for dinner from AV's Wares and Despairs, the premier arena supermarket. Kotoko confesses love for Rindo. Rindo says cool, see you homie, and leaves. Tengen makes a deal with Shingcho. Natsumi breaks down and starts weeping for an unknown reason. Kole tries to console her. Monodam sets them an ice cream shack. Kyoko comes and buys some who's delicious. Celeste and Tinko play cards. Celeste loses her life points and is killed for it. Celeste losing a card game. Oh my. Kaito, XL, and Yuma come up with a complicated escape plan as we go on. Mitsurai stabs Fubuki in the back with a trident. Monica tends to Samugi's wounds. Gozu almost falls off of a cliff, but apparently he's the earthbender, which, you know what, doesn't sound too far-fetched. Sophie plants flowers around Kokoto's grave, rather. Kokoto screams, hello, I'm still alive. Sophie simply says, for now. My calculations say not for long. Gundam bashes So's head against a rock several times. Yikes. Rhymes is a cool skateboarding trick to amuse Fuyuhiko. Sakura and Monosuke split up to search for resources. Natasha sees Noir holding a meeting with Togami, An and Kaede. Mai feigns death, tricking Kazuichi into ignoring her. Official mails me some brand new socks. I got some brand new socks for Christmas. They feel nice. Reiko drinks, poisons rather, Haiji's drink. He drinks it and dies. Peko puts on a pair of stutter shades, increasing her aesthetic level tenfold, making Mondo and Gin envious, jealous in fact. Alice has balloons, well, it comes by and pops them. Shinyan advertises rather a Fangan to Shoma. Shoma's impressed and checks it out. Monica defeats Halar in a fight but spares her life. Now, decides to lend AV a hand, kills a Komodo Dragon, you'll love to see it. However, Crazy Yoko sees this and kills Now in a fit of rage. Crazy Yoko, you got a Crazy Yoko. Queen has balloons, Nekomaru comes along and pops them. Cory finds a water gun, fills it with holy water, fires at Chiaki, getting her wet. Asmir has named one of his children after Kotoka. And Ranmaru dives into a pile of plushies. They prove to be too much, and Ranmaru drowns. Both are true. Another 22. I don't know about you. We still got, like, what, 73 competitors left? We got a hold. It's gonna be a long time. Y'all better have your snacks. It's a Claire de Lune 4. Seiko, Kibo, Wanderer, Akechi, Shuichi, Yoimiya, Joe, Sarah, Chisa, Jack, Ibuki, Daisaku, Layton, Komaru, Desahiko, Kazuha, Celeste, Fubuki, So, Haiji, Now, Renmaru. We said 73. That sounds about right. Yeah, 73. No arena events, but we are still just at day 3, about to go to night 3, so we still got a ways to go. It might just be like, hey, we'll lose 20 every time, but at this point, if we lose like double from an arena event, we'll be close to the end. You know, we'll slow scroll through everybody who's left. It's a big old match for all these competitors, and one will stand tall, or 2 or none. Imagine we do this long old game and nobody wins. I think I would scream. I'll scream. If it ends with a specialty event and they fail to beat me, I'll scream, but I'll say, looks like Avi's going to the tag team championships. We'll proceed again. Naito enjoys some mozzarella sticks. Zhongli is sick and tired of the rivalry between Avi's and Yoko's. Burns them both down. He's swiftly killed by Avi and Yoko. Deserved. Chiaki and Monica battle an intense game of rock, paper, scissors on a cliffside. Chiaki chooses scissors, Monica chooses what looked like paper, but was actually a slap to the face, knocking Chiaki off of the cliff. Gen convinces Rendo to snuggle with him. Natasha challenges Mikan to a dance-off. Mikan absolutely dominates the the nurses are actually going crazy with his dances. You love to see it. Peko sings a romantic song to Monica when the two lean in for a tender kiss. Peko notices March filming them with her camera, shouts at March, stop. March, get some help. Kizakura unknowingly eats toxic berries. Ophelia panics and tries to cure Kizakura and succeeds. There's a lot of curing, but also did you cure again? We'll see. Kyoko, y'all will see. Kyoko and Kazuichi have a tea party. Kyoko reaches over for some tea, spills it on Kazuichi's lap. It burns like the real thing. Sakura attempts to climb a tree but falls onto the Great Gozu, killing them both. The buff ones are gone. It's not even chapter 4, it's night 3. You hate to see it. Mitsuru forces Kizzy to take out Nekomaru or Kotoko. She decides to take out Nekomaru. I'm sure Nekomaru even asked for it. He said, don't let it be her. Let it be me. Nekomaru, a true hero. Natsumi never wants to hear Megalovania ever again. Fair enough. Crazy Echo tucks Noir in bed and gives her a goodnight kiss. Barbara dies her green, and, well, we're back. Things are getting dire. Dire Docs. Kotoka's the one who did it. Avi, the ultimate jinx, comments on how Tenko's doing. Tengen walks up to Tenko and says, well, that's rough, buddy. Shoma loads his shotgun with a physical form of murderous intent. Kana, Sophie, Himiko enter a scrum debate with Kaito, Yunjin, and Shinyan. They argue over who the best boy in Danganronpa is. Mew sets up a few more traps before turning in for the night. Sato looks at the nighttime sky. Monica, Pandreo, Yuma ambush Maya, but Maya is able to fend them all off using only a broomstick and her robotic weapons. Both of those things helped. Mitarai finishes his novel. Kokoto introduces Ayato and Furina to her imaginary friend. There's nobody there. Monodam wakes up tied and gagged to a chair. Togami giving him the worst torture imaginable. Watching Marmaduke 2022 on loop. Tiki goes to the Love Hotel with Halara but wakes up next to Monosuke. Unsure how. Shincho wants to buy Corey's gamer girl bathwater. Corey destroys Shincho for acting like a degenerate male. Yeah. Queen edits the description of this video. Sumugi buys a deed to a house, now she can have parties every week. Crazy Oko hops into a relatable cauldron and jokes about how she's emergency food. She might have a bit of a problem. Gundam finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows Nightwing the portrait made for her. Nightwing loves it, kisses Gundam on the forehead. The ghostly howls of wolves wake up Fuihiko. Welt gets infected with a despair disease, starts insulting everyone who passes him by relentlessly. Angie quietly hums. Mondo receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Hina sneaks through the back rooms of Yoko's but gets seen by Kaede, who locks the door behind her. The dude pushes Reiko off a cliff during a knife fight. Amber, Miku, Rhyme, Fischl, Kole. Hold on. They form an idol group. But honestly, hear me out. This might be the best idol group that we've had formed. ever, as it contains an actual idol. Official, I think would be good in an idol group. Rhyme, I think would be like the normal, like, relatable person. And then we have the two who are like really good friends who would just be like, hey, we're just gonna have fun together. Alice was too cute for this world to send it to a different plane of existence, and Mishima was killed by a black mamba. You know exactly whose fault this is. Ringo. Hina, at the start of day 4, finds a violin, begins to play it horribly, much to Tenko's frustration. Queen lays on the ground, watching the blood from Furina fall, being murdered by Kaito. Paint the scenery crimson. Kaito, how could you? Gen does this cool skateboarding trick to amuse Samugi. Shoma shares his pancakes and earns entry to the World Pancake Championship again. Well, you can't do it twice, but I mean, like, good on you. Kana finds her remains of a Viking ship. Ophelia encounters a fruit bat, who immediately takes a liking to her and joins her side. Kotoko throws a pebble in anger. In a strange series of events, it caused a small landslide, taking out Natsumi and 2 of the 3 Monikas. Nightwing confesses letters to Sato. Sato says, cool, see ya, homie. Tika reminds you, yes, you, dear viewer, to stay hydrated. Official works for both Avies and Yoko's because she's in extreme debt. Natasha and Pandreo sitting in a tree. KISS-ING. Narc. Natasha. She's cute. Good on you, Pandreo. Togami works for both Avies and Yoko's because he's in extreme debt. What happened, Togami? What happened, my guy? Monosuke decides to lend Avie a hand, kills Gamo Dragon that's loose in the arena. Corey declares his support for the squad. The pimp, Kazuichi, summons himself and stabs Corey just like he did with Pablo. We don't remind Pablo. He's sitting right there. Shinyan, Ayato play tricks on Monica while Mondo steals from her room. She's also all alone in this matchup now. Miku, Yunjin, and Rhyme and Kyoko talk about their hobbies. Yunjin would have also been a decent fit for that idol group. I don't know if she's got the idol energy, but she's got the voice. March prepares the museum for Avie's artwork. Kizzy thinks that Avie has an addiction to getting new addictions, as the rating pistol rates Fuyuko 84 points. Gundam thinks everyone's a mastermind. Tengen and Walt trade talents. Kokoto sees a completely pale Mitsurai, unmoving. CPR revives him, doesn't stop. Maya, can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. Nagisa beat you to it and he's been disqualified. Crazy Uncle also gets a fruit bat. Kazuichi accidentally blurts out the fact that he likes Angie. Angie accepts the accidental confession, and you know what? I believe she would. And it started with an alien device, what it did. It stuck itself upon her with some secrets, and now she's got superpowers. She's an ordinary kid. She's Barberton. Kizukura and Mew have a picnic on a cliff. Surprisingly, nothing goes wrong. Nagito traps himself and bleeds out. The trap master has trapped himself. Himiko was not enthused about how I did that Ben 10, so she was like, just play the music. Fair enough. On. Uses her secret technique, running away. Peko sets up an ice cream shack. Halara comes and buys something. It tastes alright, but something's off. Turns out it was coated with poison, and Halara dies. Mikon uses a special attack on Sophie, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. The dude thinks everyone's the mastermind. Rindo spins so fast he becomes a human Beyblade. Kaede prepares the museum for my artwork, because it's the best art that anyone can do in this game. Kole isn't crying, she's sweating from her eyes. Mitsuru signs a petition to change American Yi-Ball to soccer. Rating pistol rates Yuma 57 points. Me and Kotoko, we go way back, because I guess my typo helped to create her. Amber finds a bow tie, puts it on because, well, bow ties are cool. Crazy Culture Large pops a balloon because she can, hunted down by the Balloon Protection Squad, and is gone. We'll play the song out as we play a Clair de Lune 4. Zhongli, Chiaki, Sakura, Gozu, Nakamaru, Monodam, Shingjo, Reiko, Alice, Mishima, Furina, Natsumi, Monica, Corey, Nagito, Halara, Crazy Yoko, Extra Large. I went and looked. I didn't like it. Those two back-to-back kind of hurts. Reiko and Alice. You hate to see it. That being said, we still got a whole bunch of people left, don't we? 55, not a whole bunch. We'll peek, actually. Couples Counseling is the only one, well, I guess only has Mew left. Three's Company completely, and the sisters going strong. High Flying has Kaito, Big Gremlin Energy has Crazy Yoko. Mage Against the Machine, also completely on Flower Power, has Noir and Dedu Damnation with Queen. Monosuke and Ayato both remain for deep pockets. Virtual Idols has Hatsune Miku and Kizuna, Miss Kizzy. Nail Party has On and Kana. Snapshot has March 7th. Rumble winner March 7th. Keep that in mind. Fashion Prod has Sumugi and Hina. Boys Sleepover has a Rumble winner again. And Shoma, Just Monica, has Monica. IT Club has Rhyme. Poor Unfortunate Souls has Tengen and Kizakura. The Professionals has Togami and Walt. Perfect Pitch, not Pitch Perfect. has Yunjin. Ghost Zone has Amber. What I Go to School For with Nightwing. Time and Space Rendo. Stop Look and Listen has Sophie. Memory is Key has Kyoko. And Yuma. Small Companions has Gundam. Hello Nurse has Mikon and Natasha. Pimps Mafia is completely in. They're going strong too. Only a couple teams completely in. Tipping the Scales has Tiki. Sick Wheels with Mondo and Mitsuru. For Our Friends has Sato. Rebel Hearts has a Mitarai, Young Mitarai. Praise and Aru all completely in as well. Cool. I think that's like 4 teams, just 4 teams. Music Theory has Kaede. Live entrance to Shinyan. Laser Focus with Tenko and Kole. And let's do it. Let's see how it all plays out. Night 4. Yunjin and Natasha discuss that Big Stone is a boulder or a rock. Thinking quickly, Angie constructs a homemade gun using only some string, a squirrel, and a gun. Kakoto and An fight Himiko and Kizzy. Himiko and Kizzy survive. That's one of Three's company gone. Kyoko wakes up to find blood dripping from her hands. Queen, March, Togami, and Rendo all dead around her. Kyoko goes back to sleep. Like well. Whoops-a-daisy, I guess. I've gone sleep killing again. The ghostly howls of wolves. Imagine. That'd be so much worse than sleepwalking. Tengen wakes up. Ayato buys every single version of Uno from Aviewers and Spares. Yuma and Shinyan start kicking Amber for unknown reasons. Fuyuko finishes a nighttime coffee before joining in. Sophie goes directly to jail. Kaito, Mondo, Pekko, and Kana track down and kill Mew. If this were a Chaos Reigning episode, we would have a new champ alert, but that is not the case. Monica, Tenko, and Welt enter a scrimmage with Barbara and both of the other twins. They're like, hey, V3's ending? What's that all about? Mikon, Kizakura work together to drown Crazy Yoko. Tragedy. Kole goes to Love Hotel with Pandreo, wakes up next to Tiki. You've had a Fire Emblem kind of night. Oh my gosh. Ophelia is killed and replaced with a realistic all made in her image. Gundam befriends a Komodo dragon wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. Mitarai, Nightwing, and Kaede cheerfully sing songs together. Noir attempts to climb a tree but falls onto Maya, taking them both out of the action. Rhyme loads her shotgun with a physical form of murderous intent. Bullets. Samugi use the spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena date to October. You ever just go feral? Miku did, and now Hina's dead because of it. Gen is unable to start a fire and sleep without warmth. Shoma, Kazuichi, and Ju sit around the campfire and sing the campfire song, which is a throwback to me. Sato finds a big rubber and pushes immediately. Unfortunately, it was a bomb. Pressing it activated, and she does explode. Well, it does indeed happen. Fischl tries to treat her infection. In a team-building exercise, Mitsuru and Monosuke tell each other what they hate about one another, not what they like, what they despise, in fact. Next day sees Day 5 rating for race Mitarai 57 points. Tiki goes to Maki Donald's wants an ice cream, and the ice cream machine is working. She's the luckiest little dragon around. Tenko sets off an explosive, killing Fischl and Dedu. Rest in peace to both of them. Natasha starts to go crazy. Samugi puts cat ears on Amber. She's kind of cute. I mean, the way her headpiece is going on, it's like she's got bunny ears already. You just kind of move them down, and I guess fold them back, and you kind of have cat ears already. And she is pretty cute. Himiko stabs Angie with a sword, revives her with a ring, repeats the process until she's satisfied, and I think Angie does perish because of that. Ophelia asks for Mondo's axolotl. Mondo gets confused. Me, not so much. That feels like an Ophelia ask. Gundam and Kizakura kiss underneath the mistletoe. Pandreo, Barbara, Monosuke, and Walt talk about their hobbies. Pekka puts cat ears on Nightwing. She's very embarrassed about all this. Shinyan is forced to work at AV's Worries and Despairs because, well, I said so. Kotoko and Yunjin think this is a great opportunity to score free fruit from her. Kyoko ambushes Mitsuru, kills her. Avi confuses Monica for Hilda. How? I mean, look. They both wear a headband. Does Hilda wear? I don't think Hilda wears a head. They both are female. That one's true. That I got one again. And Kotoka trade talents. Kole, one day I'm gonna confuse Hilda for Hilda and it's gonna rock. Kole glares and Miku says, do you want to do it? Miku runs away. Kizi doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. Mikan reminisces about the year of the ascent. Kaito, Ayato, Yuma, and Kaede track down and kill Kana. Not chill with her, you fiends. Avian uses Tengen for Hilda how they are both. They both would look very good in glasses, I guess. Shoma puts on a pair of radical shades, says a one-liner, then puts on a second pair of radical shades on top of the first pair. His coolness levels are so high, Rhyme dies from the exposure, and Fuiko beats Kazuichi with a ladder. Is that a Kuzu Soda moment? I don't know if it is. He beat him with a ladder. We lost 19, really. The big one is because of the Kyoko and the fingers and the blood and the waking up saying, oh, wake him up like the Undertaker, like dead bodies. Blood all over my hand. That's unfortunate. Sleep killing is something we all should be on the lookout for. It's a Claire de Lune for. Kokoto, On, Queen, March, Togami, Rendo, Sophie, Mew, Crazy Yoko, Noir, Maya, Hina, Sato, Fischl, Dedu, Angie, Mitsuru, Kana, Rai. Well, Pika, that brings us down to, what, 36? Yeah, 36. I was gonna say, we were, like, close to the end at this point. Regardless, we'll still do a slow scroll, because we'll really go through them, like, at your save and grace picks, which I feel like isn't gonna take too much longer. So we'll do a slow scroll. I don't know if any teams are completely in anymore. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No. Pimp's Mafia is still completely in. I think they are the last team, as well as Deep Pockets, right? Yeah, I think those are the last two teams that are completely in, because Angie lost from Praise and Aru, and Kokoto was lost from Three's Company. That being said, we still got a game on our hands. 37 or 36 remain, and Ayato locks Kazuichi in a coffin, buries him alive. Kazuichi managed to escape. I don't know if anyone's ever been successful in this yet. It's possible, but I don't think it's ever happened. That being said, Mikan missed their planned meeting with Shinyan, now has a sad feeling in her chest. Himiko and Pandreo steal a weapon from Yuma's camp while he's asleep. Casey finds a discard dimensional size while it has lost its abilities, rather, to open portals to the spare dimension. It works very well for slicing Kotoka to pieces. Well, I'll be Kizzy. Amber, Samugi, and Fuiko spend the night making their trails together. The end product isn't very good, but hey, they worked on it together, and that's all that counts. That's all that matters. Pekka is gonna need a lot of therapy after this Hunger Games. Kizakura finds a sleeping Mitrai laying on the ground, raises his hand, waves it in front of his face like Toph would, before dusting off that shoulder, delivering a 5-knuckle shuffle. Gim wants to speak with the manager of AV's Wares and Despairs. Tiki and Nightwing start kicking Miku for unknown reasons. Tenko finishes her nighttime coffee before joining in. Walt submits an application to join the squad. Kyoko snatches that application and rips it up. Natasha steals Mondo's first kiss. Kotoko shouts from afar, is that a JoJo reference? It sure is. Shoma loves Tengen as much as Maki loves Kokichi. There's some bitter rage between you two. Gundam throws Monaco off of a cliff. Oh. And does the same thing to Barbara. Oh. And Kaito. Oh. And Yunjin. Oh. And Kole. Oh. Oh my. Monosuke tells Kaede that this is great, it's just you mean this brick wall you built between us, and Ophelia gets killed and also replaced by a realistic doll mating her image. This wasn't... Did that happen to Ophelia just a few... It happened to somebody a few rounds ago. I don't know if it was Ophelia, but if it was Ophelia, did she just get that doll killed again, and now it's another doll in its place? I don't know. Kizakura makes a poem for Kazuichi and amazing for his strength. Kyoko crushes Mitrai with a boulder. Peko streams Mitrai's name in anguish. Mikan, Ophelia, Mondo, and Amber play cards. Walt sets up an ice cream stand. Miku joins as Walt's baseball assistant. Gundam places a bomb next to her to explode some fish. Vigo puts all of his faith into it. Imagine betting your faith. Tenko goes hunting Monosuke, chops down a tree which falls on a Himiko, killing her. Rest in peace to a small mage. Ayato hands Nightwing and Pandreo invitation to his birthday party. They both tear up the invitations before his very eyes, so Ayato tears them to shreds. Oh. Okay. Okay, never tear up birthday invitations, but Natasha challenges Smoogie and Tiki to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Natasha murders, okay, this has been a really violent round. Murders the both of them, oh my gosh. And then eats a single pancake to earn entry into the World Pancake Championship match. I was gonna say, I just had this right here, it must have fallen down. And I did not notice. However, Natasha. Okay. Very cool nurse. But will she be able to go on to that World Pancake Championship and win? Kotoko finds the left half of Shinyan's body. That seems like a Tokiko problem to me. Shoma does a brain dance, summoning a thunderstorm, a random bolt of lightning, strikes down Tengen. Kaede discovers a river, Gin sleeps the entire day. Yuma's not funny, has never been funny, and never will be funny, and Kizzy does a sick kickflip. Sick! As we have another 14 gone. Another 14 brings us closer and closer to the end of this massive game after this Clarity level 4. Kotoka, Monica, Barbara, Kaito, Yunjin, Kole, Mitarai, Himiko, Nightwing, Pandreo, Samugi, Tiki, Shinyan, Tengen. Just like that, I think all of Praise and Aru is out. And we still have 2 full teams, Deep Pockets and Pimp's Mafia. Will one of them come out on top? When you think about it this way, we are in the 20s at this point. We have 22, I don't know about you, left. We think about momentum, we have Kotoko, Ophelia, Monosuke and Ayato. Virtual Idols do still have Kizzy and Miku. Boy Sleeper, so we have a couple teams with 2 or more in. Which is interesting. Boy Sleeper still have 2. Unfortunate Souls of the Poor Variety is Kizakura, Professional Style of Welt. Ghost Stone still has Amber. Memories Kia still got 2 as well, Kyoko and Yuma. Kyoko's going strong with 6. But Gundam going strong with 7, all alone for the small companions. Hello Nurse, 2 people. Pimp's Mafia has all 3. Sick Wheel still has Mondo, never count him out, to get 2nd place. And Music Theory has Kaede and Laser Focused has Tenko. We will proceed though, 22 left. There's a chance that we dip into, Feast territory. I don't think we're gonna get it this round, but we are close to it. Unless we get like a bunch of KOs during this round, but it doesn't seem like it. Throughout the entire night, Kyoko tells Natasha a bunch of useless fun facts. Welt buys every single version of Uno from AV's version of spares Pekka. Starts grabbing a dumbbell and starts working out. Yuma goes to the Love Hotel with Mondo. Okay, Yuma. Go for it, Gundam. Quietly hums, Mikon etches a sketch in a tree, Amber takes it as a threat. Anyone else's hands, a microphone is just a microphone, and Monosuke's hands is a pipe bomb which he uses to blow up Fuyuhiko, making sure that he's the last TM to have everyone still standing. Kizakura and Kazuichi get on the balcony and watch the stars together. Tinko receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, Maki grabs Gin by the throat, Maki let go. Shoma, Kizzy, and Ophelia and Kaede get together and form a rock band, and Miku's about to fight Ayato, but Kotoko comes in and kills Ayato before the duel could start. And just like that, no teams are completely in it. Which is kind of wild, just like that. 1 round is all it took. Ooh. Oh my. Kazuichi defeats Ophelia in a fight, spares her life. Gundam breaks down and starts weeping for unknown reasons. Mikon tries to console him. Natasha encounters a fruit bat who immediately takes a liking to her side. Kizzy teaches Amber some fighting moves. Little does Amber know that Kizzy's teaching her wrong as a joke. Monosuke, Mondo, Kaede, Miku. This is a majority vote. Monosuke, Mondo, Kaede, Miku, Kizakura, and Yuma are all forced to play the majority game. Monosuke received the most votes, but unfortunately he was the keymaster. So everybody was taken out of this one. Oh my gosh. We do have to finish this off though. Well, Shoma, Tenko discussed the killing of so far. Kotoko challenges Kyoko and Peko to an anything goes pancaking competition. Kotoko murders Kyoko and Peko as soon as the competition starts before eating a single pancake, earning invitation to the World Pancake Championship Invitational. Kotoko. Get in there. Former champion of champions. Also several-time agent of chaos. Will she be able to come through as World Pancake Champion and get 6 of the entire day away from everybody else? We are down another 10. That brings us to just a dozen competitors. Next round will most likely see the feast, but this round, it'll probably be the last time we are Claire de Lune for. Fuihiko, Ayato, Monosuke, Mondo, Kaede, Miku, Kizakura, Yuma, Kyoko, Pekka. They say it's cheaper by the dozen, and we still have Kotoko with 6. The last name that I just read was Kyoko, and it's destroying my brain. Ophelia still stands tall for Mage against the Machine. Virtual Idols has Kizzy, going strong. Boy Sleeper still has 2, Gin and Shoma. Is Gin gonna continue this streak of being that guy? Learning from Uncle Iroh. The Professionals see Welt. Ghost Zone sees Amber. Small Companion still has Gundam. Hello Nurse does still have Mikon and Natasha. They're still going pretty strong too. However, the Pimp's Mafia has lost the Mafia, so only the Pimp remains. And Tinko. And Tinko. We'll see how it plays out. Final 12. Let's go, as they say. As Gin fell out of the world, his little streak of dominance may not continue. Shoma will have to. Never mind. Amber poisons Shoma's drink. He drinks it and dies. They are both gone. I was just about to say Gin has to rely on Shoma. Nope. They're just gone. Tinko, Ophelia, and Kazuichi play a game of Monopoly. Tinko loses all of her properties, flips the game board over. Mikon tries to stay up all night to catch the mastermind, falls asleep. Kotoko has a fever dream in which she is falling asleep, and as she sleeps, she's waking up next to Kyoko standing over them, which is hilarious because I mixed up their names like 3 times right before this. Natasha prays to Utua that she makes it out of here alive with minimal bloodshed. Of course, Kizzy dyes her hair black, which I feel like would work for her. I think it would work. And Gundam runs into Welt and falls over, barely conscious. Welt stares at the fallen Gundam before doing the caterpillar and dropping an elbow onto his chest. Do we have? We do. The feast. And the cornucopias are filled with food, weapons, memoirs from the tribute's families, maybe in some pancakes. Some pancakes would be delightful. Kazuichi decides not to go. Welt repeatedly stabs Ophelia to death with sighs. Well, that seems like a little much. Gundam bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Kizzy and Natasha, Amber, and Tinko grab some food, weapons, and memoirs. Cool! Kotoko decides not to go, and Mikon is killed by elusive player Space 1, leaving Natasha all alone with another day to get through. And she does indeed survive that day. Kotoko and Natasha grievously injure each other during a vicious fight. In order to survive, they have to nurse each other back to health, and luckily for Kotoko especially, she's fighting a nurse. Tinko dives into a pile of plushies. This proves to be too much for Tinko, and she drowns in the plushies. Well, spends the entire day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He's truly transcended beyond humanity, and Amber, who works at Yoko's, happens to be hiring. Kizzy is horrified when Kazuichi goes to a job for it, causing her to kill him. That's goated, Kizzy. We proceed, unless there's an arena event, which there's now. We lost 7. 7 gone, which means just 5 remain. There will be no Samurai Woman. There will be one final Claire de Lune 4. Gin, Shoma, Ophelia, Gundam, Mikon, Tinko, Kazuichi. Well, I'm not going to dilly and dally because we've been going for a minute. I'm just going to say, hey, make your new picks. You need them. You might not need them. Some of you do, some of you don't. But it's your saving grace picks. We got Kotoko, got 6 KOs for 3's company. The whole 3 are back together. They were not able to come up clutch at the fight before Christmas 2023, but will they come up clutch in the last team standing match? The tag team last stand match. We'll see. Virtual Idols, Kizzy, former tag team champions together. Could Kizzy be heading back to the finales with her girls again? We see the Professionals' first time teaming together will well be able to be the one to bring them neither here nor there, but to the tag team championship match. A match that I don't think Zhongli's ever been in. I don't know if Togami, he has been. He definitely has been. He has been there. Don't worry. Most definitely. Ghost Zone, Amber. Amber, who hasn't had a ton of shine in this game, could do it with Corey and Vivia at Ghost at her side. And last, I was gonna say last but not least, we have Natasha. Wants to do it for Hello Nurse. Wants to do it for Hiroko, wants to do it for Mikon. Mikon could become another tag team champion again if Natasha's able to get her there. Make your picks first, second, and third. I will make mine as well. If I'm picking I feel like it's gonna be an Amber day. I feel like Ghost Villain is gonna take that first place. For second, I'm gonna take Kizzy because Kizzy had a very good end of the year, so I wouldn't be surprised if she started this year in the Hunger Games off with close to what she did last year. I don't know. And then give me I'll take Natasha for third because we love Natasha out here. It's your final 5. You know what that means. Y'all have made your comments with the descriptions and not the descriptions, but I guess you know the saving grace picks, and you did it, right? You've done that. Did you? If you didn't, be sure to do it, or else I'll say that it's time for the crisis of fate. I'll say it. Don't make me do it. Oh, somebody didn't make their saving grace pick, so now I have to do it. Now I have to say that Kotoko. I have to say that Kizzy. I've got to say that Amber, Welt, and Natasha are all kind of what we like to call within our final 5 a crises of fate. You made me do this. You! It's your final 5. Let's proceed. Oh boy! Well, we're down to 3 immediately as Kotoko, Amber, and Kizzy get into a fight. Kizzy triumphantly kills them both. Natasha, is her unknown sponsor is Avi. Do I sense some bias here? Well, yeah. And well, remember this is about season 7. We proceed again to day 9 as Kizzy puts cat ears on Natasha. She's so embarrassed that she actually dies. Welt collects proof from a tree. For a second I thought it was over. It is Kizzy versus Welt as your final 2. Could Welt pick up his first victory, or will Kizzy do what she does best and rule the world? We'll proceed. No arena event, and I don't think we're gonna get one then. I don't think we're gonna get one, which means this will be the last time you hear a terrible turnabout. 4. Kotoko, Amber, Natasha. And so, well, 1 and a 2, your final 2, Kizzy and Welt. And so without further ado, I have to ask you, and I'm not gonna dilly and dally because this is a long one, who's it gonna be? Kizzy, Welt. Miss Kizuna, former tag team champion, former AWE tables champion, wants to win this game, this big old game, one of the biggest games that we've had, for her team, for Big Junko, and for Hatsune Miku. They want to go to that tag team championship match, and they want to be tag team champions for a second time, but standing in their way are the professionals. And if anybody can beat the virtual idols, there is a professional at work for Jean. For Togami. It is Welt, a traveler aboard the Express. Will Welt be able to overcome, or will Kizzy do what Kizzy does best? We've got Kizzy, Welt, or both, and if it's neither, I'll scream. Don't think I forgot. I'll do it. We will scroll down though, we won't dilly and dally too much longer because I gotta tell you, between Welt and Kizzy, there was ever only one option, there was ever only one result. And that result is Welt goes to hug Kizzy, but Kizzy doesn't like it, and well, she kills him for it. Yeah, I mean, we just don't count out Kizzy. We just don't do that. We proceed once again, and there it is. Without further ado, zoom in on her. Get to zooming going. Your winner. For Big Junko. And for see the horizon. Hatsune Miku. Former tables champion, already former tag team champion, wants to do it all over again. Heads to the finale. Kizzy and the virtual idols. Most incredible. So, we'll proceed first and foremost to your results. 9 KOs, which is probably the most out of anybody. We had some people who had like 6 and 7, I think. I saw at least 1 6. I thought I saw a 7 too, but maybe I'm just going crazy. I know Kotoko had 6. Oh, Gundam has 7 right there. I was pretty sure I saw a 7. So we have Kizzy in first. Well, let's go through your top 10 all the way up to Kizzy. We had Ophelia in 10th, Gundam 9th, Mikon 8th, Tinko 7th, Kazuichi 6th, Kotoko 5th, Amber 4th, Natasha 3rd, Welt 2nd, and rounding off your first place, big W for the virtual idols as we bring up that bracket, Big Junko, Hatsune Miku, and Kizuna. Miss Kizzy. Congratulations to them, they will be going on to that finale. And well, here's everybody else who was here. We had a whole bunch of people. That's a bunch of people right there. Look at that. That's people over there. That's people right there too. What is that? That looks like people. That looks like people to me. Now, I will say, as we keep on going, as we keep on going, as we keep on keeping on, and as we go onward and upward and going through all the things, the tag team fan vote will open next week, because we'll get to that in a second. Yunjin stabs Nahida with a tree branch, rest in peace to her, to start things off, but it all ended with Kizzy. Came through, didn't like the hug, so instead she chose murder. She chose violence. Kizzy had 7, Kizzy had 9, Gundam had 7, Kotoko and Kyoko had 6. Do you know, that's why I was mixing them up so much. They had very similar games. Monodam had 4, Ophelia with 4, Ayato, Fubuki, Himiko, Kaito, Peko, Professor Layton, Ranmaru, Shoma, Tenko, and Welt all had 3. Everyone else with 2 or less. We had so many competitors. In fact, we had 148 competitors. Massive game, and a massive congratulations once again to Kizzy. Next week, as we go back to the Reaping, we have one final match to earn a spot in that bracket. I'm not talking about by the numbers. We will have a face versus heel match. All of the heels that became this season, all of the faces that became this season. And once again, there's still chances to make those faces and heels happen just tomorrow in the 1 versus 100 episode. So get excited for it. How will this all play out? I'm excited to see. Until then, toodaloo, Flight Crew. Once again, congratulations to the homies. And tomorrow, in addition to 1 versus 100, it is the 1-year anniversary of AWE Friday Night Inferno. And man, I hope somehow, some way, Boss appears, because Boss is my favorite character in the AWE. Oh, I know that probably grinds some of your gears. Oh, but it's true. Then, now, and forever. Shout out to Boss. Acknowledge Boss. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.